everyone, this is Nick from HF Survival School, and today I want to show you my war bag or my 72 hour bag to go out and be able to provide firepower and start partisanic battles and partisanic movements in the woods. So today our government is signing an official application to join the European Union. If you don't know, my country has been occupied by Russia for a decade or two, even three. 20% of my country is occupied by Russia, and now with the war going on in Ukraine and us doing movements to join the European Union, there is a high chance that there will start a war and the Russia will invade us. There are tanks in 40-minute drive from the capital, so in 40 minutes, if Russia wants it, they will be in the capital. Now, we don't live in a fairy tale. We understand that in an urban combat situation we won't win, and the only realistic chance that we have to give the maximum damage is to start a partisanic war, partisanic movement. So me and a few dozen of my friends, close to 100 people, are already in full battle mode. We are all set. We have different locations close to the city. The first location is in 3 hours, then in 5 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours and 72 hours to walk from the city by foot. So all of our shelters are full with ammunition, full with food supplies, and because we are in a very mountainous environment, it is very easy to start and get the partisanic movement going and attack the enemy whenever they are not expecting it. Now, I want to say that we don't have anything against Russian people. I have many Russian friends. The Russian citizens are our friends, a lot of them, but the government are not our friends, and those are our enemies. And every person that puts their foot on our soil with the bad intentions to take our land will be killed. And the first thing I want to talk about is my firearms. The first firearm I have is a 12 gauge pump action shotgun, which is very reliable. This is not my primary arm, this is my sidearm. A 12 gauge shotgun is very versatile. I have a lot of ammunition to use it to fight the enemy. I have different ammunition to provide food, to go hunt birds, animals, etc. And God forbid, if we will be forced to go off grid, having a shotgun would be very versatile because it will provide food. On the side of my backpack I have my primary arm, which is my hunting rifle, which will be my sniper rifle. My rifle is the Sabatti 870 Rover, lefty edition, as I'm a lefty. The scope I have is Vector Optics Continental 1.5 by 9 by 42. It is chambered in 30-06. The backpack I'm using is the Teton Sports 5500 Grand 5500. It is a 90-liter backpack. This is what I had, the biggest backpack I had. Otherwise, I would go with something a bit more camouflaged, something in multicam or any kind of camouflage. On the outside of the bag, on one side I have my rifle, on the other side I have a water bottle full of water, and on the hip belt I have some granola bars to have a quick snack when you're on the go. And that's pretty much it. On the top side of the backpack I have my wool mountain man hat. And that's pretty much it. Then we go inside. The first thing on top that I have is a small 10-liter backpack, about which I will talk in a few seconds what it is, why it is here, and etc, etc. I will talk about this in a few minutes. I have a saw. When you're off the grid, of course, you need to process firewood to keep you going. Obviously, our shelters are not on the open field, therefore it allows us to have smoke and fire. This is the Boreal 21 buck saw, my favorite buck saw. I have had many buck saw blades, but this is the most aggressive and my favorite one. With a saw, you of course need an axe, and for all of you subscribers of mine, this is not something new. This is my Hultafors classic felling axe. I think they changed the name to something else, but this is the longest handle axe that they offer. The sheath and the collar are made by me. This is a very high quality axe, hand forged in Sweden. Hultafors, Hultsbruks, it's one brand. They both produce very high quality axes. Next up, in this small camouflage bag, I have my spare clothing, spare socks, underwear, shirt, etc. Next up, I have paracord. Of course, you need some kind of cordage. Paracord is the cordage that I decided to take because you can, of course, split it and end up with a lot more cordage than you actually carry, and it is very strong and versatile. Then in this dry bag, which is made by AquaQuest Waterproof, I have my food. I have 48 hours worth of food, because in 48 hours I can arrive at any of our camps and resupply there, and 48 hours is the golden spot, I think, in which it is not too heavy, not too much, and also not too little, so that you are left on the outside without food. Then I have a big ferro rod. This is the first ferro rod I have made like 6 or 7 years ago. Having a beefy ferro rod is very good because it provides very hot sparks. To cook my food and to boil water, drink water, cook food, etc. I have this military style canteen cup with handle and lid. This is the only mess kit, if this can be called a mess kit. This is the only one that I have, because that's really all you need in a survival situation, in an emergency. And the last thing you want is to carry extra weight with heavy gear. Next up, I have a face mask. This is the US military surplus extreme cold weather face mask. Since I have to be steady and stealth all the time if stuff goes bad, having warm clothes is a must. So a face mask like this will provide a lot of warmth, because from your head a lot of heat escapes from there, and when you have your feet, your hands and your head warm, then your whole body spends its whole energy heating up the vitals. Next up, I have a heavy fleece layer to keep my core warm in colder temperatures. And the last item I have is my shelter, which is a tarp. This is a 3 meters by 3 meters tarp by AquaQuest Waterproof. This is the Defender model. This is the most durable tarp they offer, and the most durable tarp that I have ever seen. I've made a boat with this. I have had this in many expeditions and many adventures and many trips, and it never failed on me. So this is a recommended item, and also it is camouflage, so it is a great option to keep you covered, and you can just lay under this, and from the top I doubt you will be able to see me, because if you put a little bit of debris on this works great. And of course woodland camo is the most badass camo there is. That's pretty much it for the main compartment, and on the bottom I have another dry bag in which I have my sleeping bag. The sleeping bag I have is I think it is also made by Teton Sports. It is a -5°C sleeping bag. I decided to go with this because that's the most cold it will get. It may get a little bit more cold, but after I put on a few layers on me, it will be just perfect. Now it won't get any colder. It may get warmer and warmer. So this sleeping bag, I think, is the best option for me. Now let's get back to this small backpack which was on top of it. Now obviously during the day, if stuff goes bad, again God forbid, but if stuff goes bad, obviously I won't be walking around with my gun and this huge backpack. This backpack is for just to get me between the shelters, and when I'm in the shelter I can leave this and take only this backpack with me when we will be doing patrolling, ambushing and stuff like that. So let's get right into it and see what I carry. This is a small 10-liter backpack made by Source Tactical. This is their Commander backpack. It is only 10 liters because that's really the capacity that I need to carry all of my gear plus the chest rig. On the outside, of course, I have my first aid kit. Inside I have everything, starting from a little boo-boo kit with a tourniquet and ways to heal and treat deep wounds, gunshot wounds, etc., etc. First, on top, I have some ammunition. I have some different kinds of hollow points. I also have some polymer tips. So in this pocket, on this outside, I have 45 rounds of 30-06. On the bottom pouch I have a water filter. This is the Sawyer Mini, which all of you know, which works great. I have some wet wipes because who wants to go to war with dirty ass. I also have some hand warmers. I find this very useful, especially when I'm hunting and when I have to sit without a movement. It gets very cold. And the last item I have here is this pocket survival kit of mine. So I will have the canteen in the main bag left at the camp, and this is the thing that I will be carrying, so that in an emergency, if I have to stay at night in the woods, I will have a way to cook food, and I will have different items. I have quite a few items inside. This is really a fishing kit, a survival kit, a fire starting kit. If you want to see this kit in more details, I have a video about it. I will put it down in the description, so go in the description and click the link and you will see everything that I have here, because it's not worth to waste our time now. Originally this container was a Soviet butter container, but it works great as a backup mess kit in the woods. That's with the outside. Now we have two more pockets. In the main compartment I have my gloves, the shooter's wool gloves. I have a rain jacket, waterproof rain jacket. I also have my down jacket, and I also have some ammunition inside. So overall in this backpack I have 45 here, 20 here, so I have 65 rounds, and I also have a box of buckshot, so that makes a total of 65 plus 25 rounds for the shotgun. I love Source Tactical because they have one of the best water bladders in my experience. So this backpack has an integrated pocket in which goes the 3-liter water bladder, which is full now, and it is a bit pain to take it out, but you get the idea. It is a 3-liter water bladder. It works great, and having a water bladder is very good when hiking, because the last thing you want to stop, take off your backpack, take out the water, drink it, put it back in. Having a water bladder like this is very good, very easy and fast to use. You just twist it and drink water like that. So that's pretty much it with this small patrol bag. And the last thing now that we have not discussed is my chest rig. My chest rig is set up in a way that it doesn't interrupt my shotgun presentation. I'm a lefty, therefore my shotgun hangs here, and I don't need anything to do. It is always on the same place and always easy to take up. Nothing comes in the way. On top of my chest rig I have 10 shotgun rounds, so that I can do a quick reload and therefore go back to action very quickly. Again, whatever setup you have, the most important thing is to do practice. So whenever I'm home and I have free time, I just bring up the shotgun and practice reloading it. Next up, on the front I have my walkie-talkie. It is the Baofeng UE5. I also have my phone here. I have it set up in a earphone, therefore I can talk without someone else hearing it. On the side I have my flashlight. This is the ThruNite flashlight. I think this is the BSS V version 4, as it says right here. This is a great flashlight. It is very bright, and it has also a strobe, which can be very handy for a combat situation, so that you can blind someone and make sure that you have extra time to take them out. Next up I have my knife. This is the Mora 510, which is a very lightweight knife and very easy to use. On this side I have this big pouch in which I have extra ammunition. I have one box for 30-06 and 2 boxes of shotgun shells. So I have 50 rounds for shotguns here and 20 for my rifle. On this side I have a small bore snake to clean my rifle, and also a small microfiber cloth so that I can clean my optics. This doesn't take any weight, but it really can make a difference for when you are in a wet environment or in a dirty environment, or etc, etc. And the last pouch I have is on this side. This is my first aid kit. In this kit I also have my tourniquet, my boo-boo kit, my deep wound treatment kit, and that's pretty much it. Also, this front flap comes down, and from here I can access my map and my compass, which goes on the inside pocket of my chest rig. Of course I won't show the map now because it has all of our shelters on it and all of the details. But that is my navigation. This is how my patrol setup looks. Small backpack, my chest rig, and nothing comes in the way of my movement. I can do squats, I can do everything. I can bring up my shotgun, I can reload freely, I can talk freely, and therefore it is a very versatile setup for me. I am missing a few items that I would ideally have, like a GPS and a handgun, but sadly I don't have that. If you want to support my channel and support what we do, you can do so by shopping on my Etsy shop. You can order custom bushcraft gear there. It is called Bushcraft Shop. You can also visit my website at nixbushcraftshop.com, or also you can just make a donation on my PayPal, hfsurvivalschool@gmail.com. That's my PayPal mail. So if you wish to make a donation, I would appreciate it. You can also support me on Patreon and therefore support what I do and support more videos. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please keep us in your prayers and pray for peace. We don't want war, we want peace. We want everything to be good, everything to be peaceful, but we don't live in an ideal world, and to fight barbaric movements you need to fight back in a barbaric way. We Georgians have been warriors for many millennia. We have fought many empires. A lot of wars have happened and we have won a lot. We also lost a lot, but we never broke our spirit. And no matter the outcome, I'm guaranteeing you that we won't give up until our last breath, until our patriots have their hearts beating. We won't give up and we will fight until the end. Therefore, it will be a very bad idea to invade Georgia, as all of the greatest commanders knew that in our history and in the past years. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon, and God bless. Take care and have a nice day.